Cody Garbrandt called out Aldo. That's interesting for a lot of reasons. First off, yes, please on the match. Yes, please, sooner the better. Second off, full respect to Garbrandt. You're going to go call for one of the hardest fights you can possibly find, full respect. But, question mark, which is, there was all this talk that Garbrandt was going to go to 125, go right into a title fight. Now, I understand how quickly things change. All of a sudden, Figueiredo goes out. He fights Brandon. Fight of the year candidate. Dana announces a rematch. Lesson, though, guys. Major lesson. So many guys that think they're going to sit, or they're going to wait, or this is the biggest fight. I'm holding all the cards. I got all the power. How quickly things change in MMA. But I will tell you, it looks as though the Moreno versus Figueiredo fight is even stronger than perhaps it's been advertised to us, and that Cody Garbrandt has inside information on that. I mean, for Garbrandt to, one, not even be going to 25, two, not talk about Figueiredo, and three, staying at 35 and going after Aldo, something must have happened. Something must have happened in terms of the information that we've all been told is exactly the way the information is, right? We get misinformation all the time. It's called negotiating. Athletes try to go and publicly negotiate. Well, a little of that goes on the other side of the desk too. This one, I would say, Garbrandt, who's got his ear to the grindstone and is now not only not looking at that weight class, he's looking at Aldo. I mean, right, there's a few moving parts because there was pushback when Cody was talking about going down and people saying, oh yeah, he's going to get an instant title shot. I was a little surprised that anybody would push back. Cody Garbrandt has the it factor. That guy's a main eventer, period. He's a star. He's got the look, he's got the talent, he's got the resume. Oh, by the way, he's got a former world champion, okay? I mean, Cody Garbrandt checks a lot of boxes. But some of the pushback on him going down and walking into a title fight against Figueiredo purely had to do with the fact that he had never fought at the weight class. And logically, you're going to sound kind of good when you say it. Like, logically, that is a tough question for somebody to rhetorically rebuke. The rhetorical skills are very limited in ability to explain why somebody who's never been in a weight class becomes the number one contender of said weight class. I get it. You're always going to have to do with that question. But the mere fact that Cody is now calling somebody out at 135, right? I mean, it looked as though he could solve that problem. He could go right into a number one contendership. For goodness sakes, they said he was the number one contender without even having done it. I would have speculated that Cody's going to slide down to 125, either call for a fight or wait till his phone rings and just do a fight, of which would eat up a little clock, get us closer to Figueiredo Moreno Part 2, and then Cody slides in. So what I'm attempting to guess is what information Cody has. What inside information does Cody have? And it could be multiple things. It could be multiple things, including, look, you're one away at two different weight classes. Which one are you more comfortable at? You're one win away at 35. So just go get a win at 35. You're going to go off to the winner of Aljo Yan. Maybe he was told that. Maybe he was told, look, we don't know what's going on at 125. And by the way, if Moreno gets the jump on Figueiredo, we got to go run this thing a third time. And you're looking at calendar-wise at the end of 2021 to even have an opportunity, right? I'm guessing right now. I'm guessing, but I'm close somewhere. Cody Garbrandt did not go out and make his move. He's a smart guy. Trust me when I know Cody. He did not make his move just on a whim. He did not call Jose Aldo out at 135 just because. He has some level of information where he then looked at the chessboard and started trying to maneuver. So I think that call out tells us a few things. I think that call out really, if anyone should be happy about this, is Moreno. Moreno should be looking at it and going, okay, Garbrandt's got inside information that I am getting the shot with Figueiredo, which was in question as recently as a week ago when Figueiredo's called for a BMF lightweight belt against Henry Cejudo. I realized there wasn't legs to that, but it was enough to keep Moreno up at night. It was enough to keep Moreno going, man, what the hell's going on here? I thought it was me. It was enough that Dana had to come on the back of it and say, for sure, without question, these two rematch sooner rather than later. So there is something to digest here. Oh, and by the way, what a great fight. I haven't heard Aldo's response. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be, yeah, that is an awesome fight. And very dangerous. Somebody's going down in that fight. That is not the kind of match that Garbrandt fans want to see Garbrandt in. Right? Garbrandt fans don't want to see him in a shootout. That's a shootout. He just called for it. I'm a Garbrandt fan. I'm an Aldo fan, in fairness, but I'm a Garbrandt fan. I want to see that fight.